Hey guys, Professor Bill of Comic Book University and Dungeons & Dragons Evil at Baldur's Gate, issue number 1 from IDW. Alright, so this is going to be a continuation of a bunch of the other good stuff. We started off with the Legends of Baldur's Gate, and then we went on to the Shadows of the Vampire, which actually had them going to Ravenloft, what the frig. Anyway, Frost Giant's Fury, that was the actual one that I started reading, and then I went back and found the Shadows of the Empire, and yeah, I never read the original Legend of Baldur's Gate, but they're back in Baldur's Gate, Evil at Baldur's Gate, and we don't have a story, we don't have the beginning, the first page of these guys, actually a description of who they are or anything like that. And that's something I'm actually used to in these Dungeons and Dragons comic books, and I'm really disappointed that I'm not seeing it now. That being the case, what we do have is a discovery of what happened to these guys after Frost Giant's Fury. They are able to get home. It cost them 50 silver to get all the way back home. They start disseminating in their own little ways. Wizard to the library, and the thief to the underworld with the other thief, and then the cleric to the... And it looks like we're missing a couple people. Like, that's kind of weird. But anyway, Minsk and the indelible giant miniature space hamster, Boo. Boo actually gets to fight in this one. I'm just saying, I didn't get the chance to see that before, I don't think. Definitely didn't see in Frost Giant's Fury. Anyway, this was really good, dude. So, turns out that what's his name? Minsk goes out to, around town to try and look to rekindle his heroic name, because even though they're technically outlaws here in Baldur's Gate, outside of Baldur's Gate, they're just regarded as heroes, man. They've been kicking much booty, much lower external posterior. So, when Minsk comes across an Oni, a demon, he winds up actually doing a fairly good job, but he can't actually kill the thing. So he's got an archenemy now, and he's actually got an archenemy. This is not going to bode well for him. Anyway, in the next issue, we're not going to see him, apparently. We're going to get a load of the thieves. So that's actually going to be potentially interesting. So everybody's going to get their own little thing, and I'm digging that. So, yeah, Criddle and Shandy. Every 30 days or every month is going to come out, and this one is going to be called Honor Amongst Thieves. Not the worst comic book I've ever read. At the same time, this one almost felt like it was just there for the sake of being there. Make no mistake, don't get my words wrong. It was good. It was well written. The art is pretty good. It's better than pretty good. Sorry, I literally noticed one thing that bothered me, and it was right towards the very beginning, if I'm remembering correctly. There we go. And you see Minsk's hand on his hands on the sword. That is not the best rendering of hands. At the same time, I know how difficult hands are. I used to draw. I went to vocational school for commercial art, and I wanted to be a comic book artist, and then I was talked out of it. What a shame. Anyway, I know how hard it is to draw hands, so I'm not coming down on the artist at all. We got Jim Zub on writing and Dean Coates on art. Yeah, like I said, I'm not coming down on him at all for it. It is what it is, man. Literally, that's the one thing I could find that was wrong. So everything else that was in here, it was good. It was good. It was just something that kind of is a little bit, weighing on my head. Anyway, I'm going to give this comic book, for all intents and purposes, a solid B. This was great. There's absolutely no reason to not go out and grab this comic book if you are a Dungeons & Dragons fan. It's refreshing to see that the comic book has started again. I didn't know how long it was going to be in between Frost Giant's Fury and now. I'm only just now remembering that they never got the chance to reclaim the treasure that the White Dragon had before the White Dragon wound up destroying its own lair. It was under the control of the... Go back and check out the reviews. All right? Anyway, good stuff. I enjoyed it. It is your standard Dungeons & Dragons book. It feels like a one-shot, even though it's going to be basically a series of one-shots. I don't have a problem with that. And I'm really looking forward to the one with the cleric pretty soon because, yeah, that's an interesting story. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.